Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between ATOY and the xOc on Bel'Shir Vestige, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is xOc. And in the top left side of the map, the blue Protoss player. It is ATOY, representing random, as well as spawning pool stuff from Carbot Animations. Alright, opening up a simulator first. That, nope, pylon first. Okay, didn't really see this here. Gate, I'm gonna go, is he gonna go Nexus first? Or is he just scouting with this probe? Okay, just scouting with this probe. Woof! That is very, very dangerous against Terran. But, assuming the Terran is afraid to send out a Reaper, that might not actually be a bad idea. Alright, so this is a very, very high diamond level of replay, and it's a replay from a tournament, the grand finals of a diamond level tournament. So hopefully we will see excellent play from these two players. Oh, SCV scouting from xOc. Won't see anything out of the normal here, just a gateway and an assimilator and a pylon, and ATOY saving up for a Nexus. Oh, is he going to try to block this? He is, but double gateway here from ATOY. Double gateway, then likely into Nexus here for that double assimilator, double adept action, which we are fans of and have seen from time to time here on the channel. xOc is finishing up. I don't know. Cybercore is on the way. Does he want to go Reaper here? Nope, he's going Marine. He's going Marine. Factory coming up right away, and orbital command upgrade here on the way from xOc as well. SCV really wants to know when on Earth this Nexus is going to pop up here, and the answer is, I don't know, man. I don't know, xOc. I thought there'd be one by now, but going Cybercore, going double assimilator instead. It's a one-base opener here from ATOY. We'll see how this does. Ooh, and a little bit of a forward pylon here from ATOY. I mean, it's not actually all that close to the Terran base. He has to go around here, down this ramp, up this ramp, around this way. Actually, no, that doesn't even work. Around this way, down. Where am I going? Let's look at the mini-map. How about that? Down this ramp. Up this ramp, around this way, and then up this ramp. Yeah. Okay, so it's not exactly that close. Throwing a star. Oh, it's a Stargate. That makes more sense. All right, so it's a one-base opener here from ATOY. He's got the double adept opening. They're heading on out here. Chrono boosting, nothing. Just going for those workers. And the double gas is either for an Oracle or for a Void Ray that ATOY is going to build here. That is going to proxy on over and try to get xOc's mineral line before xOc really knows what's going on. He is getting a Cyclone, though, xOc is, so he should be able to have the lock-on ability to chase something away. As long as it's positioned properly, it looks like it is rallied to head over to the natural base instead, whereas I think the main base is going to be the scene of the attack from this Oracle from ATOY. This Oracle's name is Riley Reid. There is no backstory given. Just know that Riley Reid is an adult entertainment actress. If you Google her name, be prepared for that bit of information. So Riley is going to come on over and try to knock out as many SCVs as possible. And by knockout, I mean murder. The Adepts are trying to fight against these Marines and the Cyclone, but no, that was not good at all. 2 Adepts died for. 1 SCV has been killed thus far, but here comes Riley Reid. And SCVs, there's nothing to defend them. Immediate pull out of xOc, losing a bunch already. Here is that going to be 4. Going to be 4. Lock on again, pretty good in this situation, forcing the Oracle all the way home down to 42 hit points. Is that another Adept that tried to come in here? Is that what that was? No, it was a probe. What was a probe doing up here? I guess possibly scouting, but that's weird because the Adept and the Oracle were doing good work nonetheless. Expanding behind this is ATOY. Excellent decision-making on that one. And double Adept here. So Riley Reid and another Oracle. Going to try to sneak in and get some more of these kills. 2 Oracles, pretty good against 8 Marines. 9, 10 Marines. Maybe not against 10 Marines. That's a lot of Marines here. Starport now coming in. Oracle's trying to sneak around this backside, see if they can get any of these dudes there. And any SCV's gonna die. No. Nope. They're too worried, too scared about these Marines on the ground, despite the fact one of them is very low on HP. And a bunch of these SCVs are hurt as well. But at the same time, Cyclone shows up. Cyclone's gonna try to take down this pylon to depower the Stargate that is building another Oracle. Dude, get in there. Get in there. Save it. Oh, depowering. And there's the cancel. ATOY cancels the Oracle, and now time to be the aggressor is xOc. He's got Marines. He's got Cyclones. He's moving across the map, trying to see what he can do against a Stalker Adept defense, along with, oh, there's no pylons in the natural. Oh, no photon overcharge available. This is not good. This is not good for ATOY whatsoever, but Cyclone's going to try to do this thing anyway. Or, yeah, Cyclone's going to try to do this thing before the rest of the army shows up, which is a bit odd. Lock-on ability, going to try to take out that Mothership Core. Good job moving her back, though. Adepts taking out the Marines very easily. That's not the problem here. The problem here is the Cyclones and the other Marines that show up. Oh, Mothership Core dies immediately to the group of 10 Marines that popped on in there. Oracle's trying to sneak in. You know what? The Marines left this open. Oh, no. 2 Marines remaining. They are dead now, and all these SCVs getting absolutely blasted right now, exploding. Tiny little explosions. Marines coming in to defend as well, getting roasted and murdered. xOc recognizing it's time to go for it. I just lost a whole ton of workers. 16 SCVs have been killed, but I can take down my opponent's natural base. ATOY needed a pylon out here so bad. A photon overcharge would have helped immensely, but doesn't get it. ATOY mining till the very last bitter end of the Nexus as it explodes, and all the probes heading back on in here. Meanwhile, Oracle's trying to find more stuff to murder here at the natural, but there is a missile turret. There's a Widow Mine that's not burrowed yet. And here we go, xOc getting right. Oh, can he take down that pylon? That pylon is powering 3 gateways. And the Cyber Core probes forced to fight, getting on top of these units. Good job stacking on top of these Marines and these Cyclones. Can the Oracles assist? No, not enough energy for Pulsar Beam. And finally, the attacking Terran force is destroyed, but both players have taken significant losses here. A Nexus, 2 pylons, Mothership Core, 2 Stalkers, 5 Adepts, and 13 probes lost for ATOY. 25 SCVs, 2 Cyclones, and 16 Marines have been killed thus far. So both players resetting a little bit. It is still 21 to 12 Harvesters, though, so xOc is behind on that count. But guess what, Mules? 4 Mules right now. The income tab should actually, yep, showing the Terran player has a substantial lead, about 900 to 1,200, 1,400, 1,500, 16, 1,800 minerals per minute. With these Mules, I mean, they don't last forever, but man, it is a great little boost to get that worker count up to where you want it to be. Both orbital commands are making SCVs. Oracle's trying to get in here and do some more damage, but there's another group of Marines down here. There are 9 of them now. Again, pretty good number to deal with a couple of Oracles and a Viking from xOc. All right, that should chase these Oracles away very nicely, as the Oracles cannot shoot other air targets, which again, just tilt your Pulsar Beam up and you should be able to pull that off. That'd be interesting. Actually, if Oracles had the ability to use Pulsar Beam on air units as well, would that substantially change the game? Could you go Mass Oracle? Perhaps. Perhaps you could. Perhaps you could. Hey, landed Viking! We've seen this before. One Trick Wednesday, man. The last one was a good time. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. There's a One Trick Wednesday playlist on my channel. Mass Viking for the first one. Meanwhile, Stalkers and Adepts here trying to murder everything with a natural base. A group of Marines comes on in. Oh no, the Oracle's assisting and taking out that Marine count, and Missile Turret is going to have to be the saving grace here for the Terran player. Meanwhile, Viking working on his best to take down that Stargate, that proxy Stargate. And actually, look at this, only SCVs and a Missile Turret here defending at this natural base. Widow Mine trying desperately to burrow, does manage to burrow and does get a Stalker kill. Adept chasing the SCVs back on inside the main base. Is there anything to stop this from happening? I don't see anything whatsoever. Forced to lift off his natural base is xOc, lifting his supply depots as well. Stalkers and Adept trying to get through this front door, and pretty easy to do so when you have 4 Stalkers and an Adept. Eventually, you'll get there. Are you trying to supply block your opponent? Just get in. Just get in. SCVs and 3 Marines trying to make it their life's work to get rid of these SCVs. Oracles, enough energy on the Oracles? No, but they're enough to chase the Marines away anyway. Phoenix possibly for some lifting up action. So many dead SCVs. SCVs fighting against Stalkers direct. 9 SCVs remaining for xOc here. There we go. Oracles get enough energy, clear out the rest of those Marines, and it's time to go. There are Widow Mines, however, 2 Widow Mines here in the main base. The SCVs are trying to bait the Oracles to walk in here. That would be really good. Throwing down Mules as well. Widow Mine has 2 kills. Something walked past it on the second time there. Stutter step action here from ATOY. He feels like he's got this thing. I think he kind of feels like he has this. Widow Mine fire on one of the Stalkers. Widow Mine fire on one of the Adepts as well. But that is it for a while. Their cooldowns are pretty long. These SCVs running for their lives. There's a bunker in the middle here, but no, not going to protect the mineral line. So here come the Marines. Marines and SCVs versus 2 Adepts and a Stalker now. Adept trying to kill the Marines. They get it, but 2 Marines enough to hold it there. And xOc is still alive somehow, you guys, but it's 27 to 4 Harvesters. Our Terran player is bleeding heavily. Million Mules get called down on a single mineral field, though. And they do spread out a little bit more evenly. That is so many. That is 7 mules. Just got tossed down all at once. I guess 2 orbital commands with a lot of energy can pull that off. They definitely can. ATOY has a double assimilator here at the natural base. Only 2 probes in one of the assimilators, though. He doesn't want too much gas at this point. Units tab is 31 probes, 2 adepts, 5 stalkers, a phoenix, and 2 of them oracles from ATOY versus 3 widow mines, 10 SCVs, a Viking, and 8 Marines. Continuing to push down. He's not going to let the Terran player get back into this thing with mules. Again, look at this income tab. Higher than the Protosses, even though it's 35 to 13 harvesters. It's just nuts. It is nuts how good mules are. Widow mine killing yet another adept. Man, make a robotics facility. You're killing me, ATOY. You need detection so bad. Oh, there we go. Revelation. Okay, Revelation tossed down by the Oracle. Should have done that a million years ago. Regardless, Stalkers, Adepts on the ramp trying to take down a Barracks. Marines showing up. Oracle say, we can do this. We can take you down, especially if you're worried about the Adept and the Stalkers instead. Phoenix getting chased away. And here it is, another defense from xOc. SCV's pulled off the line, just trying to live here. Phoenix does end up getting killed. Oracle trying to get down each and every one of these Marines, but no, explodes. It explodes, 15 kills, and the other Oracle dies as well. Marines hanging on just barely by the skin of their teeth. The Protoss army is defeated, and xOc lives to fight another day. I can't believe this. It's 38 to 19 harvesters. xOc is oversaturated on his main. He really should reestablish. Wait, did he have 3 command centers that whole time? That would explain the lot of mules that he threw down. Yep. 3 command centers. Adept does see what's going on here. Report back to home base. Void Rays. Void Rays the answer from ATOY. Alright, additional gateways here too. I really like the idea of having an observer, ATOY. You know your opponent is loving the Widow Mines right now. They are saving him in a very real sense. 2 kills and 2 kills each, but their value cannot be computed just with mere kill counts. And xOc being aggressive for the 2nd time in this game, taking the Xel'Naga Watchtower to the upright center of this map. Defending with gateway units is ATOY, and I just don't know how I feel about this. He does have 3 pylons and a mothership core capable of throwing down 2 photon overcharges, so that should be enough to keep xOc away, at least for the time being. Robotics facility finally on the way from ATOY inside his main base and making yet another Oracle. He's moving out at the same time the Terran player moves in. Oh, what dreadful timing for ATOY. Is he coming back? He's coming back. On the minimap, he's coming back. xOc has a timer. He needs to take down every one of these pylons. First of all, before photon overcharge is used against him, and it doesn't even matter here. Void Ray taking down Marines, exploding the Marines, focusing that down immediately. Guardian Shield coming up onto the sentry involved in this army. Widow Mines getting some nice hits off on the Adepts. All that are remaining here are Stalkers and a Mothership Core with a photon overcharge. Enough. Mothership Core barely hanging on with 14 hit points, and a tank that was late to the party gets shredded on the ramp leading up to the natural base. A Marine decides to head on home, saying, this is not the place for me. Single Marine against an entire Protoss army? No. No, thank you, sir. Robotics facility is up and ready, and there's enough money and supply to make an observer. ATOY, do it. I am requesting that you make an observer. Again, just for peace of mind. I don't think there are actually any left. Nope. No Widow Mines left here for xOc. He has 11 Marines, and that is it for his army. Does he even have stim? He doesn't have stim. He doesn't have combat shield. He's just going unupgraded Marines, which again is something that was done in Wings of Liberty in the brutal campaign against the AI, and there are links to it. If you wanna watch that thing, I can put a link in the comments here. It's on Team Liquid. Somebody actually put them on YouTube and embedded them there. 3rd Nexus on the way for ATOY. Natural base fully established by xOc. 3 bunkers here. ATOY wants a pause. Will xOc give it to him? Come on, xOc. There it is. All right, ready to go, and we're back. So a tank defending for xOc, and a whole ton again of upgraded Marines. Stim is on the way. Not quite there yet. Another Stargate. Is he going carrier here? He's also getting a robotics bay, and he has an observer. It's just sitting in his main base, pretty much doing no good to anybody. I don't know what this multiple Stargate robotics facility, robotics bay thing is going to be out of ATOY, but he's just making additional oracles with those Stargates. I thought it might be something like carrier for a minute, but no. Just going to be Oracle. So Gateway, Void Ray, Oracle here for ATOY. Any upgrades on these dudes? Absolutely no upgrades whatsoever. Defending, again, is xOc. Marines They will have Sim, I think, when this attack shows up, working on a +1 infantry weapons as well. The bunkers are filled with so many Marines for ZOC. Marines are going to be good against the Stalkers, against the Void Rays, against the Sentries. I don't know about this. I don't know about this composition from ATOY. He's up 107.82 total supply, right? So that's good. Revelation tossed down to see exactly what he's dealing with at his front line for ZOC. And what he sees, again, is a bit of a concern, but a big warping of Adepts here, sneaking on in. They don't have resonating glaives, but you know what? When there's literally no defense here, okay, there are 2 Marines. There are 2 Marines here going after this SCV line like they're out of style, and then Sonic transferring in here to the natural line as well, at least trying to get these Marines to come back and deal with them. The tank splash firing on them from long distance. Good focus fire on the SCVs, though. ATOY needed to come in, I think, when that attack was happening, but instead he just waited. 59 SCVs have been killed so far. It's 54-28 Harvesters. ATOY has a nice lead. Third base happily up and mining, way oversaturated there as well. Actually, man, he's been mining super duper extraordinarily efficiently thus far. Disruptors on the way for ATOY to try to break this front. It's got 3 idle probes he could probably use to make, I don't know, a 4th base right now. I mean, 54 probes at this stage of the game, 16 minutes in, you probably do want a 4th base. Another revelation thrown down by that Oracle, but 2 medevacs heading up. ZOC being aggressive. He cannot turtle, right? Warp Prism gets picked off, set inside the main base of ZOC a little bit too long. The Marines saw it, stimmed, and were pleased. Are there any defensive medevacs here, or are those the only medevacs in the entire game? The only 2 are here. Marines with +1 attack, with stim, and 2 medevacs coming up to the 3rd base of ATOY, while ATOY takes the 4th base along the left side. There's nothing here to defend. The Marines absolutely tearing through this base. Big old recall by ATOY, though, to the 3rd, and does end up saving it. Absolutely beautiful recall. Blink Stalkers trying to get those medevacs. Actually, the medevacs leaving the Marines behind. Marines, get out, run! Oracle gets destroyed by the Marines. Overshot the rest of the army a little bit here. Blink Stalkers can blink in there and take down these medevacs unless the boost is available. The boost is now available. Again, leaving the Marines behind. They're so low on HP. I don't know if the medevacs want to stop and save them or not. And they kind of do. All right, so the rest of the army shows up. They didn't get a ride home, but the medevacs didn't entirely abandon them all the way either. Where are your disruptors? Disruptors are now in the army for ATOY. 4th base along this left side for ATOY. Remember, production tab go. Production tab come back. And getting Colossus with extended thermal lance is ATOY. He just wants everything that Protoss has to offer. I wouldn't be surprised if we did see Carrier at some point in this matchup. Terran player sneaking up along this right side, while Protoss player coming down the middle from top left to bottom right. He's, again, ton of Stalkers, +1 attack here. Got Disruptors. Attack upgrades do not affect them at all. 3rd base once again directly under fire from ZOC. Are we going to base race this thing? ATOY does not show any sign of wanting to go home. A lot of transferring SCVs just getting destroyed here. 59-16 Harvesters. But in a base race, that doesn't really matter. Natural base forced to lift here as well. ZOC is going to have a hard time producing anything else throughout this game. He's making some Marines, but he's down to 49 minerals, and I don't see how he gets many more unless he lands this orbital command. Meanwhile, Terran army just waltzing through the natural base like they belong. 2nd base gone. Ton of dead probes there as well. 4th base is the thing that ZOC does not know about and is a little bit of a salvation for ATOY here. Yeah, basically begging ZOC to toss down some mules on this 3rd base are the Oracles, and no heading home. Oh, ATOY is heading home. Sneaky orbital command for ZOC moving up as well. Ooh, the Colossus in the main base. Really needed to save those things. You did there, ATOY. Mothership core dead. Stalkers, Disruptors trying to kill stuff as well. Tank up to 4 kills, but focused down by those Stalkers and the Adepts. A small group of Marines is all that remains here. Zealots absorbing a lot of energy, and actually Marines a little bit overstimmed, down to low HP, forced to retreat. Getting some shots off on that retreating medevac is ATOY, but he can't end up killing it. Oh, he accidentally finds the 4th because of his retreat path for ZOC. Oh no! Protoss player ATOY losing all of these probes as well. He's down to 4 probes. ZOC is down to 2. Yeah, Stalkers blinking up, getting those medevacs. That's what he's got to do here. So many Marines, though. Reinforcing Marines from the south. Purification Nova comes in, gets a nice big hit. 8 kills on that Disruptor. The Disruptor's too slow. You can't leave it behind. He left it behind. Got target fired down by ZOC. Excellent job there. It is 31-36 Harvesters. Going to be Stalkers, Zealot, Adept versus this group of Marines is going to come down to basically these two groups of units. Great stutter step action by xOc here. And the Stalkers all getting taken down. This might be it for ATOY. He's down to 9 supply. Nothing in the production tab whatsoever. I think he's toast. That's it. An amazing from ATOY. A good game from ATOY. A good game from xOc. And that's it. ATOY has left the game. Actually, it doesn't show anybody left the game. That's weird. That's actually super duper weird. Why didn't it show someone's left the game? And it just ended. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, xOc wins the game with a grand total of 6 Marines and 3 tanks, period, with 2 SCVs. That is all she wrote. Man, Marines are good. Marines are a good unit. ATOY. I think it got stuck on gateway units a little bit too long, and then either should have gone for Disruptor or Colossus, I think would have been a good idea in this situation. But regardless, super hard fought TVP here in MidRank Madness. One of the better ones I've ever seen. We're getting some good ones. Some really good MidRank Madness. If you didn't watch the TVT that I posted earlier this week with, God, who was even in that thing? What were the names involved? I don't remember. I don't remember who it was, but it was a TVT. Go check it out. Go check it out for sure. All right, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all on /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.